Well, howdy folks. Welcome to my Let's Play version of the How to Play videos series I set up. This is the Gaming Over 50 channel, where I teach people my age and older, younger, doesn't matter, how to play games and then actually playing them, how to set them up, and then we'll do playthroughs. Younger people are definitely welcome. Only difference you'll find maybe is that we're maybe a little slower. Other than that, you can see how older people might play a game, do the same stuff, but for different reasons. And maybe we can learn something. Anyway, so the settings for this is custom sandbox, no respawns, but high population. Just because, like I said in my how-to videos, I like clearing out places. I think like that would be like real life type stuff. They don't just respawn. Once you've killed them all, there's none left, and you would move on if you really wanted to, bring back civilization or whatever. Other than that, all the settings mostly all default. Started here at 5 a.m. Of course, I always set it at that so I can make sure I get the first TV show. Usually I take some really challenging stuff like Burn Victim. I play with more traits and a lot of other mods. But I found that like in the how to play, it was a little boring in the beginning because you're stuck there. So I figured with high population, and I'm starting in Echo Creek, I might need to get busy to straight up killing stuff. Other than that, playing a lumberjack. Right? Yeah, lumberjack right now. Usually I play a burglar when I start off, so I can hotwire vehicles so that if I die and the next guy comes in, he can have vehicles. The next character. But this time I'm going to play more combat oriented, so I can kill stuff and then secure the area. And then if I die, I'll play as a burglar next, probably, depending on whatever I need. But anyway, I guess let's get into this. First thing we do, I'm going to crouch, make sure there's nothing around. Now, obviously, looks like we've spawned in the trailer parks just north of the gas station. Now we will turn this on, that down, like from living. There we go. What's weird, it's not even 6 a.m. 5 a.m. there's the TV show. And in a little bit, now we got another one. Yeah. So hopefully we won't have, I don't particularly care for revolvers. I guess I'll take this just in case. What do we got here? Sleeping pills. I need that. I'm going to take the book. Just because. And then, I don't know where they are. Beta blockers. But they hear me. We really need a weapon. Rolling pin, I guess. Need one for cooking, but for right now, let's just see what we got. Huh. Are they over here? Because they're not there. That's just... Wherever it is, they're breaking out of it. Okay, let's look around. Huh. Oh, sprinter. Oh yeah, I'm playing with sprinters. They're probably gonna break through. There they are. No, come on. So yeah, I'm playing with sprinters. Low population of them. Just because I only played once before with sprinters and they never showed up. So it was weird. Yeah, so usually what I'm doing is I like to get tailoring going. So I can pad my clothes up. But I find it kind of boring. Ooh, backpack. There we go. For you to sit there and watch me do that. Padded jacket. So instead what I'm doing now is I'm taking off clothes that eventually I want to either keep or dismantle, you know, take apart. Left, take this belt. Now put this off. Magazine limb armor. Dirty leg warmers. Huh, never seen those before. Take that off. There's a satchel with some books. Yeah, so different mods I'm playing with. I'll just wear it. Right chin. Yeah, there's only one. Did I take that off? Yeah. Gas mask. All right. Huh. Oh, that's pretty good. Let us. Can we wear that with our? Yes. Okay. Sometimes you can't. At least you couldn't in 41. I'm surprised there's not a ton of zombies here. But I've having some problems with mods, especially with 4215. I'll fill up this first. Yeah, so I take off all the clothes that I may come back and rip up. Then I like kill a zombie, leave out some like shoes, sneakers, so if I respawn and I end up being here and I take deprived, I can run out, grab shoes. Yeah, we'll tear that apart. And then that's it. I'm not going to grab any more, do too much more looting. Just want to see if there's anything in here that get. Screwdriver, yes. Welding torch, I'll go ahead and take it for now. But we'll come back and finish. I'm going to close the doors of things that I might want to come back to and loot. And I mark them off usually whenever I'm done, once I get like a pin and all. But yeah, this is weird because usually there's a ton more. I just want to get to the gas station. I want to keep that as my base. That's where I always do. Yeah, if we don't get any more zombies, I picked Urban Focus. Yeah, see, nothing. Come on. Uh-oh, now unlocked. Well, that's not good. Usually it's never unlocked or never locked. Well, okay. too. Check the trash. Well, let's eat some poached eggs out of the trash bag. I'm going to take the food, this on the ground, put all this back in the trash to delete. No, it's too damaged. I'll take all of this, try it again. I'll need that too, at least I assume so. Never used one. Was that a zombie? No. Ooh. I don't want him to break it. Check the pants. Yeah, so usually when I play, I take a yeah, this ain't right. Maybe one zombie. There's some more over there. Okay, so maybe we'll come back around. Maybe they're just not over here in this area. Ice cream, yes. You know what? Before we eat our food, we lose any of it, we're going to put fresh foods in there. Not sure about the milk. It used to always be, it's always expired. Should have closed the door. I want to come over here and just check through all this stuff. Open this door so it's unlocked. Power set and water set to here we go, because I don't want to use set to go off in 0 to 2 months random. I don't like getting the first 14 days because you're just starting off, but also want it to be random so that you don't know when it's going to happen. Okay, eventually I'll go through, drop this on the ground, see what's in it. Okay, off to an okay start there. Okay, we need a wood saw. Let's go ahead and take that. I'll do a wrench too, just to have it. Then we want to favorite that, favorite that, favorite that. Oh, we're not wearing anymore? Oh, knee pads, yeah. Okay. We'll favorite that. Okay, good enough. That there, and that there. Alright, see what else there is. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I was hoping maybe there'd be a key on the ground. There isn't. I certainly hope there's going to be a lot more zombies, because otherwise it's going to be kind of boring. We need a crowbar to get up in that door, otherwise I have to disassemble it and create it, but we're not going to be able to. Which means we can't get up there to that TV Let's drink. I prefer to use up all the water and bathroom fixtures that eventually, when we run out, I can just destroy and get rid of. Well, when I make a base, let's check this. No, doesn't have it. So we will disassemble. When I make this place my base, I always do the same things. Rooms are always the same. So like this is always where I end up putting. I'll go ahead and get rid of this right now. Drop it in here. This is where I do my guns and ammos. Guns and ammo. I eventually build storage up in here, get rid of all this stuff. Okay, I don't need an ID. Nobody's going to be checking me. Get rid of that. Okay. And this will get taken out. This will be my normal storage room, and then mechanics, different stuff in here that I need more room of. Anything to get rid of? Oh yeah, there's some more. All of this. And this. Yeah, this becomes where I put all my electronics and stuff. You know, watches, things like that, to disassemble, and then I put in gold because I like to recycle it later to make gold sheets to help repair in case I don't get enough metal and stuff to be able to repair all my things. I'll eventually clear all this stuff out, but I'll probably do it off camera, away from that way you don't have to sit there and watch me do all this stuff. Yeah, then I just gut this. I don't use this for anything other than if I want to hide, run through. So yeah, I don't want to destroy. Wonder why you can destroy the table, but you can't destroy a plastic chair. Alright, we're just going to have to... Well, I mean, we didn't actually search through everything. There could be a crowbar in here, I guess. We should, did we look at all this stuff already? Yeah, we did, I think. Just don't remember. Yeah, so I'll put this as melee weapons. Extra tools up there. No. Check this trash, because you never know. I don't need any of that. Let's clear it up. And eventually, if I get a sledgehammer, I'll destroy these things. I'll just put seeds right here. Foods go up. I could check these, I guess, just to make sure. And then I have proximity inventory mod, so I can just click one thing. Hey, wait a minute. 1 liter. I don't know how much is in the water. 1 liter. Yeah, we'll just take this and then favorite that. Okay, so there ain't gonna be anything anywhere else. Guess for right now we're just gonna start looting and dropping stuff off right here. We need that. We need that. I do have skill journal. I'm not gonna do that one yet. What are you doing? Go from one belt to another belt? Is that what we just did? Want to do that, which is not really that important to do right now. But yeah, skill recovery journal. Let's look at this. If there's anything we can tell. Looks like Mark's Ridge. Yeah, I think so. Nothing to read there. I'm not going to read anything really until, other than maybe, you know, these books, so I can get the XP if we get enough of them. But nothing else until I get my skill journal done. What that does is allows me to oh, bless me. Sorry about that. Almost another one. Allows me to recover my XP that I get from doing stuff. You write it, you put it in the journal, and then you we need to get inside so we can get TV shows so we won't miss it. But yeah, so that you can come back if you die. Yeah, delete that. Yeah. Kitchen tongs. See, I've never used any of this stuff, so I don't know if you really need it. But yeah, it allows me to, so if I die, I can, the next guy can read the journal and get some of the XP back, so you're not losing everything. Some people might say that's a cheat. I disagree. Ooh. Yeah, I disagree, because I'm going to go ahead and take that cleaning, so if I need to, I can clean stuff. Don't need that. Drop that off. That off. Come back for all that stuff. See if we need. Oh yeah, we already got. I will need to take these curtains. It's kind of like if you know, were a pilot. I don't need eraser. Okay. Living. Tune in. Looks like just in time. Yes. Full blood 3. I'll leave the TVs on for now and leave them and not loot them. I mean, just dismantle them. Same thing with the earbuds. Take one more belt. Let's just rip these up. Yeah, if you were a pilot, you could write down everything you know about flying. And it wouldn't be enough to, you know, necessarily to teach somebody how to fly. Yeah. We know we're good on TV shows for at least a little bit. Take all of this so that way I don't have to look for all this stuff later. I like, you know, anyway, yeah, so you can, you know, teach somebody what controls to look at. You know, what's the most important ones, you know, the basics of it, and then somebody could figure out probably, you know, in other words, they could figure it out way easier than if they tried to fish on their own. Actually, we did this TV, so let's That's done. Yeah, let's go ahead and Ovo Farms. Oh yeah, that's it's right down the road from here. Yeah, the egg place. Yeah, so like different skills, you could write them down and teach somebody. It's like watching YouTube videos. Now you won't be as able to use it as somebody who already knows it, you know, and you won't be good at it. And I wouldn't want to get and fly, but if it's like the end of the world sort of thing. Oh wait, not that stuff. Never mind. Damn it, we're in the wrong place. We need to bring all this stuff back up. That's and we didn't pick up any ammo, right? Yeah. A mod that I have is zombies drop ammo too. So you'll see a lot of that. That off, okay. And then all this off. We're going to put all this food stuff in. This is fresh in there. Used to be these dry ramen noodles, a can of oats, would never go bad. So they didn't say whether they were fresh or not. But now they do, so I'm wondering if that means they do go bad. Yeah, see, there's some ammo. But yeah, that's why you'll see ammo on. Usually it's it can be up to a carton, but for the most part, it's usually just rounds. You used to be able to set certain ammo types from appearing, but you can't do that right now. Not sure if that'll change with the mod and they'll fix that. We need, yeah, freezer. Put all of this in the freezer for now. I try to keep everything in freezers except whatever I might be ready to use, because you can always thaw it out in the oven. It just takes a little longer, you know, with cooking, but at least it won't go bad, unlike in the refrigerator, which can still go bad. Alright, so what we need to do is, one, we need to find crowbar so we can get upstairs, or if we can get zombies over here, maybe we can kill them and they'll spawn a key. Let's see what we got. Empty pallet. Never know, you might need one of those. Take this. You coming? No. Go ahead and rip this over here. We'll take this out. Put this in here. I don't like trash sitting around. So if I can help it. I don't know why, but that's what I do. We could carve so we can get some carving XP. It's not a very good weapon. Yeah, why not? I like carving this stuff up just because you get some XP out of it and it gets it away from you, you know, out of the way, and then I just drop off. I'm just doing this right here for this trash cans because I might want these bags. Or, I mean, I will, unless I find a box of garbage bags. I want to eventually get all of them. Nothing there. And I don't like things dropping the stuff on the ground because then I don't necessarily know what they are. Okay. As long as we don't ever get more than one sprinter. Oh, they were all at a party. There we go. Party hats. And yeah, used to be that socks, build 41 at least, socks you could rip apart for rags. That was like one of the first things you did when you spawned in is, see, I could wear that for now, I guess, so I can have at least some time. And we'll fix and have a TV show come on. Metal, why not? I'll take this. And if you just delete that stuff out of there, then that's one less thing your computer has to work on. Hey, you missed the party, bud. It was outside. Oh, wait. Surprise. Turtleneck sweater. I don't know if it's cold enough yet for us to need that. But I like it good. It's good for protection. Better than the round neck. And so we'll take that. We don't need those. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but I watched another guy's video talking about the newest update here, and said that reading glass or sitting down, they made it so that sitting down used to be just a mod that did it, but now you can sit down and read and it's faster than if you stand up. But he also talked about reading glasses. Well, it's not 1600, it's 1800. Yeah, duh. Alcohol wipes, always need that. I'll go ahead and rip this up. We don't need none of the other stuff. Sewing kit. Sights of Kentucky. Oh, is that just a... Oh yeah, it is. Just for that. Just for all this, just to make it happiness a little better. Okay, buckle, button. I'll take the measuring tape. Probably find a lot of it. And I've never needed more than one needle. Let's make sure we don't need. Fill that water up. I like to always try to fill the water. Take that. I don't know if we need another baking pan. I like to keep two of everything as far as supplies and stuff go. Usually two of everything. You know, it's like two griddle pans, two frying pans, and then I don't wear hoodies, even in real life. I don't. Take this book because we will need to worry about Franklin Motors. Read this. This is gonna be. Is that no? Ah, damn it! Kept thinking it's grab the pillow for our bed home in case we don't have one. Wait a minute. We do need a pen. Okay, so like we go here. We exit that off. And we can exit that off too. I'm going to go ahead and disassemble this. Yeah, we're not going to do that food yet. We're going to hold off on that food and bring other food over there to it, and then we'll take all of it back. this is I'm at. Just click down there on the far right, and there you go. And then just hit C, and it goes back to where you're at. And if you don't need to have it in your inventory, which you really don't, leave it where it's at and then use inspect instead of grabbing it, because then it puts it right back where it was just at, whatever container it was in. Curtain. We'll just take it with us. We'll need tweezers. Another paperback. Razor. In case you want to in case you want to change like your look. I don't like beards, facial hair. Oh, they were just hanging out. And then I'll come back and grab these clothes and stuff. Oh, bruiser. Actually, I'd like to know where that factory is. Is this? Damn it. That one is one. That's definitely something to look at. Just drop these off. I need the sheet because I like to barricade. Okay, we gotta hurry. Saucepans and the big bucket things, those are the big pots. Those are ones I like to have more than one of. I believe I already have one of those, and I think I have a whisk, but just in case, pretty sure I already have that. TV remotes. We need to hurry up and get out of here. I'll take that. Bottle opener too. Vinegar and yeah. Ladle. Fillet knife, yes. We already have a set of kitchen tongs. I'm not sure about plate and glass, but you never know when you might need that. Oh wait, let's just make a living. Tune in. There we go. Okay. And there we go there. Now I do have it set so that I can get first like 2 levels or so of disassembly. And then it's like 3 levels, the first 3 levels of watching shows and videos. So after that, won't get anything. So that means, yeah, we're done here. This house. Yeah, that means video tapes won't do us any good in the very beginning. And not so much if we level up really fast. Where was it this one or this one that had food? This one, okay. Nothing there. Fresh and cooked. Yeah, that won't go in the freezer. It's already full. Fresh. Okay, anything in here? Fresh. Fresh. hell is maki? Is that a fish? Fresh. Okay. I'm gonna do one more. I'm not gonna excuse me, not gonna crouch down anymore. So a propane tank there. All we'll need is a mask, and then we can excuse me, can start using welding. Can opener, yes. It's one of the most important finds you can get. Take meat cleaver for now. We'll take another one so we can leave it home. I don't know if we have pizza cutter. We already have a knife for inside. I don't use knives as weapons really. Not if I can help it. Okay, leave that for last. And I don't know. Yeah, we definitely need a spoon because I'm pretty sure you can't use a fork to make a lot of things. Hotties, yeah, take that one. Dental floss, hair dryer. Dental floss is, I don't know if that's completely new, but you can use it in tailoring. Right there, glass bottle, 1 liter. We don't really need, only need another drink because the store has plenty of that book. I like to have several books just because. See if we got, nope. I'm looking for emergency. If one of them has the emergency, otherwise I'll save it. Maybe all these others I'm just getting rid of. Okay, we're tired and all that, so we will go ahead and right. We did everything. Yeah. Grab all this food. It's going to overload us. Oh, we already are, but we get a pizza. Most of the time, I only ever found like one fresh pizza in any of my playthroughs. Check this. Nothing. Oh yeah, we already did that. Oh yeah. I made a pizza. You can only do that in like 42 here, because in 41 you don't have access to. I'm gonna grab it all. Okay, that's all that'll fit in there. See anything there? Yep, a couple things. Anything more? No. Yeah, you don't have access to like eggs and milk unless it's before power goes out. And that's it. Damn. Okay, we got to get back, drop the food off, catch our show. In the very beginning, it's pretty important to watch the shows, the TV shows, because you can gain a level, if not 2, in just a couple of days. Unlike if you were out without the book XP, going out and trying to get carpentry, for instance. You'd have to do a whole lot. Okay. Yeah, we're already going to miss. I think it was one at 2100 maybe. But usually I miss it if there is one there. I'm pretty sure there is, but I usually miss it just because I'm usually asleep by then. I know that stuff like this doesn't need to be in the refrigerator, but it's just easier for me just to drop it off all right there, and then come back and grab all the foods to take upstairs. Another set of poached eggs. Okay. So this means we got to drop all the stuff off and run back. That one on us. Drop all of this. And go back to one of those houses and go to sleep. Unless I want to sleep on the floor here. Okay, we need to favorite that. And then we need to check where we're at on weight and stuff. Make sure, yeah, negative 1,000 calories. Come on, drop all of this. So that's why you favorite, so that you can just click everything and it won't take that off. Everything else will go, but it won't do that one. So if you have something in the middle that's favorite and you have a bunch of other stuff, you just click it all. And usually I try to keep, when I'm doing like just plain looting and inventory stuff, I usually keep the inventory, keep it on me, or my main inventory, because it's quicker to get rid of it. Okay. We are wore out, so I'm just going to go in this house right here, since we know there's nothing around. We need to check those 2 cars. It's always possible there's a crowbar. I forgot to set an alarm. We might end up missing our show. Even though it's on your fatigue, always try to sleep as often as you can, quickly as you can, because it goes down less as the time goes on. Yeah, we missed it. Okay, there's a couple there. Locked. And if you get in the wrong seat, just hit V, go to switch, and then look at that Beretta. And a bandage, I'll go ahead and take that. Anything else we need? Take the other notebook. Notebooks are, and we need notebooks and leather and glue to make our journal. I'll take the sack. I'm not going to go over there yet. Okay, let's check our weight. 80 going down. As long as it stays around 80. You get too low on weight, you can die. Okay, let's see where we're at. I don't remember. Yeah, we didn't do this, I don't think. Take a sheet. Or did we? I don't think so. Well, usually can't get in, open those windows like that anyway. So I try not to bother, but window, remove curtains. Always remove the curtains of places you're not going to be staying. Well, you don't have to always remove them, but it comes in handy. Because you may need them. There we go. Say 1 liter, so I don't usually get anything more than that. Yeah. Big glass bottle, 1 liter. Whiskey is always good. Whiskey and vodka, because you can use those to sterilize rags. Okay, leave the kitchen for now. Go in here, and then you can't do anything with jeans or leather, anything denim, until you get a knife or scissors. Sleeping pills, always good to have extras. I think we're okay on books for right now. Socks we don't need. Okay. I'll take that and that and the corkscrew, because you might need that to open up wine. And we will take this food. Okay, that one's full up, so now we go here. Wait, what happened to my pen? Oh, damn it, I took it out. I guess probably dumped it right on the ground. I guess we'll do a marker for now. Usually or whenever I get a fanny pack, that's where my pen and yeah, let's eat this. Pen, eraser. Well, I don't know if that door is unlocked, so we'll just go in this way if we can. Yep. Probably don't need any more of those. I always end up having more drinks than what I could possibly use, because I usually just find water. Get that food in a second. Cheese grater. I like to have, like I said, at least of these things, like 1. But like baking pans, all that, at least like try to have at least 2 of those things, and then more of roasting pans and the large pots, because the pots, I don't want to. Could do that. Let's make it splint. There. I don't know if we got anything for it. No. Caffeine pills, yes. First aid, yes. Okay. Because, like, ooh, here we go. Yeah. Don't need any of that. Let's see what's in here first. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see if we can take all of it. We got food anyway to get rid of, so. Because I can make, like, the pots, because you can hold water. So you always could use that if you run out of water and you really need, water. Right? Yeah. Okay. And let's mark this. Fix that. Did we got all the food out of that one, yeah. Okay. Let's just go back, drop this off. Yeah, you can always use it to hold water. And a lot of times I'll create the food. I have a mod for auto cooking, so I can click the pot and it'll auto cook different stuff, just randomly takes everything it can to make a meal out of it. And then I might cook it or not cook it, either way. I might cook like 5 of those meals if I have the pots for it. So that's why I like to have a lot of extra of those particular things. I don't need that. DT cut. Oh. Drop all of this off. Filter water. Okay. Food and other stuff in there. I mean, I suppose I should probably carry extra or pick up extra skillets and stuff, but I usually don't. None of those. I prefer to cook like stews and all. They give you more than doing stir fry. More health, I mean not health, but more hunger reduction and then calories. Okay. And over here for this. We don't need this watch here, so we'll get rid of it. Doesn't do us any bit of good. Yeah. All right. And maybe we can do another. Yeah, especially if we stay in one of these houses. We can catch a 12 o'clock show. Should just be these 2 left. Or did we do that one already? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, usually I pick Muldrow. But I like Echo Creek too. It's a good starter place. I don't really need that. Let's remove the propane. And there's my timer. Not enough propane there yet, but we still can take it. Yeah, since read where this is. Someplace we'll never probably see. I'm just going to disassemble this one. We don't need to. Still got plenty of time. Caffeine pills, hair dryer. I usually don't take apart the stuff that I can carry, electronic wise. I'll save that for if I have get the book. And let's take this pen and then favorite that. And I'll take those tissues in case we do get sick. And then I don't want to come back here just for these two, so let's rip that up. Okay. Whetstone, sure. Strainer. I have all the other stuff. Don't need dish towels. Need glasses. Take this. Ooh. And probably maybe I might come back here and disassemble some of this stuff once I get welding. Oh yeah, we did that already. Now, was this house something we already did? No. I've seen this flyer before, but I just don't remember where it is. Have to go there someday. Don't even worry about that. Ready prep? Yeah, let's see what that is. That should be a, yeah, gun store. Don't know where. Never been there. Excuse me. Yeah. Could have just looked on the map, I guess. Cat treats. Unhappiness. Might as well grab this. Just in case I can end up making a water container barrel before I find a box of garbage bags. Take that. Bread. No. No. I'll take all of this. Usually if I'm going to stay someplace and I think I'm going to maybe be there a bit, like if this is a bigger house or something, I would just take all the food that I have on me, drop it in that refrigerator, freezer preferably. That way it gets as cold as possible before I have to up and leave again. A box of tissues, I don't need more than one. No, let's go to we'll go to another house. Okay. This one. Take the lug wrench. I'm not going to worry about the large hooks yet. I think we got some in our place anyway. Yeah. Well, we'll leave it there. Copper scrap, I'll take it. Except there's no TV here. Did we get everything out of here? No, we didn't. Damn. Alright, we gotta hurry. Yep, just missed it. Well then, there's no point in even leaving now. Or I mean headed that way. Another meat cleaver. That sucks. Alright, I'm gonna get back to base here and drop off this stuff, and I don't think there's a whole lot of inventory stuff I could do right now because we need to be up. Everything's gonna go upstairs, so there's kind of no point. But maybe I might run through and grab all the clothing and start doing rags, ripping them up. so that I can do some tailoring. But that's all I'll do if I do anything. Yeah, and then we'll continue from whatever I do from here. Like I said, I'm not going to try to go out and fight anything. Wrong inventory. Duh. Yeah, we got no ammo anyway. Okay, this is all freezer stuff. Okay, well, I'll end it right here. And see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching.